Hello everyone. Now let's start the video. In this project I will learn to develop a gear train design assembly using Autodesk Inventor software. By developing this project I will learn to design gearing shafts, spur gears, bearing housing, bearings, and finally the assembly of simple gear train. About the project. Inventor project assignment for Sky5 Labs online course by Anuj. This video is made by Anuj, student of Netaji Subhas University of Technology, formerly NSIT. Azad Hind Fauj Marg, Dwarka Sector 3, Delhi. As a part of the final assignment of gear train design course from Sky5 Labs. Online tutorials from Sky5 Labs and theoretical help from my KTM professor Mr. Sanjay Kumar Chak was used along with the Autodesk Inventor software to develop the gear train design project. Let's know some theoretical aspects. A gear is a rotating machine part having cut teeth which mesh with another tooth part to transmit torque. Gear devices can change the speed, torque and direction of a power source. Gears almost always produce a change in torque, creating a mechanical advantage through their gear ratio, and thus may be considered a simple machine. Gears are primarily used for three purposes. They are used to reverse the direction of rotation between the driver shaft and the driven system. They can be used to increase or decrease the speed of rotation. Gears are also used to transfer rotational motion from one axis to another. The two gears are rotating in opposite directions, that the smaller gear is spinning twice as fast as the larger gear, and the axis of rotation at the smaller gear is to the right of the axis of rotation for the larger gear. The gear material should be strong enough to prevent tooth breakage, hard to resist contact stress, and ductile enough to resist shock load. Here, I will design a simple gear train. A simple gear train has a number of simple gear pairs in series. Each shaft has only one gear. A simple gear train is used to increase the distance between the input and output shafts. First, I will design a bearing housing. Bearing housing are modular assembly designed to make it easy to install bearings and shaft while protecting bearings, extending their operating life and simplifying maintenance. Then I will design a set of spur gears with 2:1 gear ratio that can transmit a 3.5 kilowatts power at 120 revolutions per minute. Further specifications that are used in designing the spur gears are visible on screen. You can pause the video and see the specification. Now comes gear shafts. Gear shafts are used as the drive shafts and to transmit power between the gear train and an external source. We will design shafts for each of the gears. The dimensions of the gear shaft used here are visible on the screen. Now comes keys for the gear train. Keys are machine elements that are used to connect a rotation machine element to the shaft. They prevent relative rotation between two parts and enable torque transmission. We will now create keys to connect the shafts with the gears. Now comes bearings. Bearings are the elements which are used to reduce the friction between moving parts. I am using JIS B1521 type ball bearing whose designation and dimensions are visible on the screen. And finally I assembles all the parts. My gear train project is ready. I will be really thankful to Sky5 Labs and my KTM professor Mr. Sanjay Kumar Chak for helping me in completing the project. Thanks for watching the video. Jai Hind.